is just fantastic.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing two videos. The first is Amber, because I thought with Vlogmas over she'd just stop. Turns out I'm wrong. But I guess there's still money to be made in this month, so undoubtedly she's going to upload. The second will be Chantal's triumphant return and then summary deletion on YouTube. Yes, we'll get to that later today. Since Vlogmas is over, I'm not going to bother with the like to dislike. I'm not leaving any more comments on her videos, because that's effort. I rarely comment. It's far too much hassle. Let's face it here, she learnt nothing. So I'm keen to see whether there's any inconsistencies in this video post-Vlogmas. So let's dive right in.
Hello, hello! Guess who's back? I bet you guys were not expecting me to come back this soon. Usually,
I don't think anyone thought you went anywhere. We know you filmed at least 3 to 4 days in advance. On Vlogmas 24, you said it was the 23rd at that point. No one believes that. I think it was the 19th, personally. And I say that because that viral TikTok, when you released it, because you're so creative, while also being a throwaway clip you had on YouTube, was released much earlier on TikTok than it was on YouTube. Or was it TikTok and then YouTube? YouTube then TikTok. Either way, one was 5 days before the other. I think that was YouTube actually. Which means you were ahead of, well, schedule.
when I do Vlogmas, I disappear for weeks because Vlogmas takes a lot out of me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, well, since you spent half your time in Wisconsin crying your eyes out, to come back to Oklahoma, the serotonin just went through the roof. I have no earthly idea why, though. It's a mystery to me, a real conundrum.
It's crazy because for the vloggers that I do watch, like Vlogmas is my favorite time of year because they're posting daily, but then they disappear for weeks.
Yes, well, the reason they disappear after Vlogmas for so long is because there's no money to be made. After, I would say, the 21st of December, ads go down to a level you don't want to see them at. CPM's still pretty good this month, to be fair. I think it was better for me this year than it was last year, but my views weren't as good this year as they were last year, so it evened itself out. But after the 23rd, you can phone it in, to be honest. What's a shame for you is you were phoning it in from the 1st, 3 years ago. Okay, maybe 4, yeah. By the way, we know you don't just watch vloggers, you also watch podcasters and haters of Girl World. If that inflection bugs anyone, I don't care.
And then I miss them, and I'm like, no. So definitely not looking forward to that.
Ah, but it's okay, Amber. You've got all your haters that you can sit and watch. Binge watch, and then eventually, when it gets too much for you, have a jolly good cry about it in video form. Although right now you're on a bit of a high. Mostly because you're back to your, cycle, right? The beginning of the cycle is always the best part. Especially when you know that January 1st is so close. You are renewed, reborn, a phoenix. Spell F-E-N-I-X.
But hello, today's Christmas for me. Merry, Merry Christmas. So my mom actually called me 10 minutes before my alarm went off. And my phone was on loud. I always put my phone on loud when I'm sleeping just in case someone needs me.
Hold up. During the earlier part of this month, you told us your phone's always on silent, which aggravated everyone. Because at that point, you were, air quote, looking for your cat Rarity. Now you tell us when you sleep your phone is on loud. The contradiction here is quite obvious. Would I be right to assume you have some sent to answer machine instead, so that you are less likely to receive any information about a cat you don't care about? This contradiction, by the way, highlights the fact you really don't care. You're materialistic, and you only care when it comes to trotting things out you can use as a trophy for your videos. Well, your recap content. I wonder how many people in the comments section of this video highlighted that as a point. You're very inconsistent, Lynn Reed. Well, inconsistent when it suits you. Also, when your cat was missing, was your phone on loud then? Additionally, when you were in Wisconsin, after telling us your phone is always on silent, did you put your phone on loud at night when you were in bed? Or were you respecting Tommy's, space by ensuring it stayed on silent at all times so as to not disturb your bae, your food shoveler?
And she woke me up and she was like, wake up, girly! Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas! And then she was like, 33 years ago. But now that I think about it, because I'm turning 34, would it be 34 years ago? I don't know. Maybe it is 33 years ago. I'm tired. Math is not mathin' right now.
Math is not mathing right now, which is why you can't calorie count. Math is not mathing right now, which is why you know your ads are doing absolutely atrocious right now, which is why you're making content after Christmas and you'll probably live stream us all for your birthday. Math is not mathing right now, which is why you lost count of the number of days you lost your cat. Math is not mathing right now because Stone Cold said so.
But she was like, 33 years ago, I went in labor to this day. So my mom actually went in labor with me on Christmas Day, but it wasn't till the 27th in the morning that she had me. So I thought that was super cute to wake up to, just a little reminiscence.
I'm guessing that mathing can't math is a hereditary condition, or a damning indictment of the American education system.
And at the time, my mom was actually living in Florida. So I was born in Key West, Florida, and she was in labor and she had to drive 91 miles because she was at the 91 marker to get to any hospital that was the closest one. So I was born at the very, very tip of the United States, and it's not even connected to the United States. But random little story time.
Wait, so you can still run for president though, right? I want to see your campaign slogans. Make America obese again. How about that? Or take obesity back. Perhaps a slogan closer to your heart. Real Americans really identify that yo-yo dieter heathen. Yo-yo dieter heathen all being hyphenated, which means that the acronym is rarity.
Alright, you guys, I need your advice. Do I wear this sweater? I think I already know the answer, to be honest. So do I wear this one? Cute and cozy, looks like I'm in Greece.
No offense intended, I'm sure many within my audience, are going to tell you that it is offense. You should take offense 100%. But no offense intended here, that thing doesn't fit you. If you can't do it up, it is too small. I know you don't like to do them up because of how big you are, but ultimately, that thing is still too small. Someone's now going to say to me, oh, but it doesn't, blah, 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 pedantic, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. You're welcome.
And then this one, I wore to the Billie Eilish. I actually wore this exact outfit there. I'm thinking this one. It's just something cozy about it. And I am spending Christmas at my grandma's. My mom is cooking Christmas dinner for everybody there.
Well, then you should definitely wear that jumper because it looks like it's lived as long as someone's grandparent.
I haven't had my mom's Christmas dinner since I was like 7 years old. So this is gonna be emotional, a good memory, a good time, and I'm just like really excited. But I think this is it. I think this is the fit for the day, folks. All right, change of plans. I decided to wear this sweater. My mom's here to pick me up. Let's go.
I sincerely hope your mother's cooking is better than yours, as yours can in fact be used as a weapon. In fact, I believe the Geneva Convention should allow for you to be arrested and dragged before The Hague.
That's cute. Wow, this is a cute picture.
What's interesting is, if anyone bothered to look at those hands, you'd realise one of them has actually lived a life. The second one is close to living a life, and the third one will never get to reach the levels of the other two. Yes, I said that. You're all welcome.
This is for the homeless.
We're making 3 homeless bags for 3 homeless people to give them.
Because 3 is our family number.
Yes. So we got 3 things of moon pies. We're gonna divide these into 3. I don't know what these are. Some type of cracker. There's gonna be 3 tuna salad kits, chicken of the sea. There's gonna be baggies, Vienna sausages, deodorant, toothpaste. My mom got like candy and stuff. My mom knows from experience. I'm allowed to share this. My mom was homeless for a hot minute.
Not gonna lie, this is actually quite a nice thing to do. Toothbrushes would be handy, but this is very kind. Over here, what we do, we usually donate to food banks or charity shops. I'm not big on charity shops that then go out of their way to spend the money they get paying for higher-ups, but that's part of the business problem, I guess. Giving to people directly, I have done in the past as well. One of the places I clean is a bakery. Sometimes they leave me stuff, and I'll see someone that's homeless and I'll give them the food instead, because I don't need it, and they do. Also, I know then they're not using it to buy alcohol or drugs, because that's quite common here as well. But still, this is lovely. You should do this more often. You know, being kind and generous and then vlogging it so you can make yourself look really, really good for a change. As opposed to a shitty human being that has their phone on silent while their cat's missing.
She's been through it, folks. So she knows, you know, all about it.
Obviously, being someone that has also experienced homelessness, I don't recommend it for anyone. So Amber, I would recommend you start changing your fortunes as a creator because there's only so long you can continue with the majority of your Nontent arc before you just have to get a job, which you won't be able to get because you're Amberlynn Reid and you've caused enough problems for yourself from being online.
And then some socks as well. Floss picks. Look at all this. Yeah, and she also got really cute socks. Jelly beans, Twinkies.
And be the ball with a golf ball. I love that
And
one.
be the ball.
Thicker socks.
Yeah, thick socks.
I'm going to be honest here, this is actually quite wholesome, and I really like the Twinkie socks. I kinda want a pair to go in my box of socks. That's one of the things I learnt from growing up poor, from being poor as an adult, is that the most important piece of clothing you can have is socks. You really do need them. So I made it a point to always have spares.
And I got these markers so they can make their signs to ask for money. With
Yeah,
the,
we'll
with
put
the
them
thing
in the
of
bags.
toothpaste.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then also some chocolate spoons and some candy canes for the Christmas spirit.
Now the part where they show what they're giving to 3 random homeless people goes on for another minute. This is arguably one of the very few times in Amberlynn Reid's videos, certainly the more recent content, where I have no criticism, and nor should anyone for that matter. You can say, oh, why don't you give them money? Put them in a hotel. Don't be pedantic about this. Sometimes generosity like that needs to be accepted at face value for what it is. And I'm sure those that received those gift bags are very grateful for the kindness they have received. This is not the easiest time of year for many people who do have homes. It is not easy for anyone that does not have a home. Gifts like this can mean the world and make a big difference.
The what?
So you can take your
Oh,
turkey
so
and put
sweet.
then
So
then you can put the turkey in
sweet.
the
Before anyone tries, we know that clip is bait. Amber does not care about cats in the slightest, or any animal for that matter, unless she can just go, oh, you're so cute, and that's it. Everything about her existence when it comes to animals is superficial, unless it's one she can put in her mouth.
Wooden spoon.
use it all the time. And once in a while she tells me, where's that wooden spoon that my mom gave me when I first moved in here? It's in the drawer somewhere, baby.
In the comments section to this video, I would like to politely request Fs for that poor defenseless cat that was subjected to torture akin to that of extracting state secrets at the hands of the dainty queen, who doesn't know that cats have boundaries. Unless the cat comes to you, do not pick the cat up, please. We know you're not good with animals. The cat knew you weren't good with animals. I think based on that cat's reaction, they knew if you put the cat down and turned your back, they'd have a chance to escape you. One chance. I bet they took it as well.
Okay, you guys, I literally had such an amazing time with my family today. It was also the first Christmas that I ever spent with that grandma. Like, wow. Like, everyone loved their gifts so much, and like, I was so worried for literally nothing. Like, low-key, I was worried that they weren't gonna like what I got them, but their reactions were everything.
You and I have a very different mentality when it comes to Christmas. We are on the 27th of December, for example, and I still have yet to open a single gift. Because in truth, I'm not interested in gifts. Not because I'm a Jehovah's Witness, or I don't like presents. No, it's not that. The only thing I care about is spending the day with those I care about the most. If I don't have that, the gifts are redundant. But gift giving is a lovely aspect of it. I do think that many have lost their way with Christmas by hyper-focusing a bit too much on gifts, which in turn has bred a generation of people who take too much for granted. Or they put too much stock in the gifts they buy people and are so desperate for validation that they then make a video like this. Not me, her, just to be clear here. I know I niced everyone. I don't need validation though for that.
So I also want to show like a what I got for Christmas type deal. So I did get some stuff from Tommy, but I showed that throughout the vlogs. And then I got a card from my grandma with some money. Thank you, Grandma. And then the rest is from my mom. So I already tried it. She got me this dark chocolate orange flavored thing, and it's so freaking cute.
I'm gonna cut in here. Not to criticise your nan for giving you money, because that's totally fine. The cute candy you received is a dark chocolate Terry's chocolate orange. The chocolate orange, if made in the United Kingdom, is simply the best one. If it's an American version, it's crap. Thankfully, you do have in your country access to our delightful chocolate. We're happy to share it with you so you can understand why we're better than you at that. We get criticism for our bland food. This is where we have you easily. You'll find no corn syrup in that.
When you open it, it's literally shaped like an orange, and then it has a bunch of like These orange peels, it literally looks like an orange.
Segments, and it's called an orange. Not orange. There's an A in there. Vowels are a part of the alphabet, key part. In fact, you will find that that is a delightful treat. They're not peels, you uncultured swine.
It's pretty tasty. My mom knows I fidget a lot, so she got me like a fidget toy, which I love. She goes, look, Amber, it's also rainbow. I'm like, Mom, you're too cute. My mom really listens because she knows I also love dinosaurs. So, oh my gosh, she got me these cute stud dinosaur earrings.
What I love about your mother the most is that she has kind of trolled you a little here. All those gifts you've shown so far, except for the orange, those are targeted at children. They have the age range in the top left corner. Those earrings are for 6+. You may like dinosaurs, I like dinosaurs too. My favourite is the Stegosaurus. Always has been. But I don't make it a point to have like Stegosaurus plushes or earrings or toys around. Although I do have one. I have 2 from the zoo. And a wooden one too. Because Steggies are great. Great robot as well. Point though is, your mother's kind of low-key trolled you here with kids stuff. May well have saved us some money, to be honest. Also speaks volumes about how easy it is to make you feel validated and happy.
And I love doing like scratch art and stuff. It's just super calming and relaxing. So my mom got me some of that.
Based on previous Nontent videos when you were with YP, I beg you don't bring this back as a segment in a video. I'd also include Lego, but only because you don't show us you building the Lego. I said it right the second time, I know. The majority of the rest of this video is Amberlynn Reid showing us all the stuff she received from her mother. Now, I can't take issue with any of this. I'm not going to point and say, oh, that's tat, it's trash, it's tacky, it's cringe. No. That's something between you and your mum. You sharing it with us is part of who you are as well, because everything she gives you is adorable, cute, and you love it. It's a blind spot, like all the crap you got from Tommy. We all do the same with our parents, so I'm no exception to that. This is basically how the video plays out for the next few minutes, so I don't need to play anymore really. I mean, I might include this little bit here with the Billie Eilish candle, because Amber's eyes do a little weird tick. I've only ever seen that when she eats certain foods, and I'm sure the only other person that's seen that on the regular is Tommy. Before she cried and after she cried, and whenever Amber desperately needed to have another jolly good cry.
And